deadlock and allowing us to move forward for presidential assent. Kumar ji.
Honorable Speaker, I would like to introduce President Abhilash Jindal 2025. It has been destroying the future of India.
Kumar ji, ab baithiye. As per the rules of this house, private bills are not to be introduced on other days, only introduced on Fridays. As today is not a Friday, I can't allow you to introduce the bill. But I urge you to resubmit the bill in appropriate session and it will be duly considered on Friday. Now the House will take up for consideration of Uniform Civil Code. I invite Honorable Minister of Women and Development to introduce Uniform Civil Code Bill.
धन्यवाद सभापति महोदय। मैं आपको आज मैं इस ऐतिहासिक क्षण में समान नागरिक संहिता विधेयक का बिल इस सदन में प्रस्तुत करने के लिए यहाँ खड़ी हूँ। महोदय, हमारे संविधान जो हर नागरिक को समान अधिकार देने का वचन देता है, उसी के आर्टिकल 44 में यह स्पष्ट किया गया है महोदय कि राज्य सभी नागरिकों के लिए एक समान नागरिक संहिता सुनिश्चित करेगा। और इसी आइडिया के प्रस्तुत में हमने ये बिल आगे प्रस्तुत किया है। महोदय, अब इस विधेयक के मैं कुछ लाभ बताऊंगी आपको और इस पूरे सदन के सभी मेंबर्स को। वर्तमान में हमारे देश में अलग अलग व्यक्तिगत कानून है हर धर्म में, परंतु इन सब चीजों से हो रहे प्रॉब्लम्स को कोई नहीं देखता, जैसे भेदभाव का नुकसान और असमानता का जो नुकसान इस देश में पल रहा है। इस वजह से ये विधेयक कानून एक रूप शासन स्थापित करेगा और न्याय के विचार को मजबूत करेगा और कानूनी प्रक्रिया को सरल बनाएगा। ये विधेयक न केवल एक न्यायिक बोझ कम करेगा, बल्कि नागरिकों को न्याय प्रणाली में विश्वास भी दिलाएगा। हमारे कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल मेकर B.R. अम्बेडकर ने कहा था, Justice has always evoked the ideas of equality. If all men are equal, then all are entitled to the same rights and same liberties. अगर हम वर्तमान में सिचुएशन देखें, तो महिलाओं को धर्म के नाम पर उनके अधिकारों से वंचित रखा गया है। क्या ये न्याय महिला को विवाह, तलाक, संपत्ति और अन्य अधिकारों को में केवल धार्मिक पहचान के आधार पर भेदभाव सहना पड़ेगा उन्हें, या उन्हें कोई लॉ में हेल्प नहीं मिलेगी? मैं पूछती हूँ इस सदन से, मिलेगी या नहीं? पूर्व गवर्नमेंट में बहुत कोशिश की, बट हर बार कुछ फेल स्कीम्स लाकर छोड़ दी वहीं पे, जैसे कि निर्भया फंड जो 2017 में लाया था, उसमें इतनी संपत्ति कम थी महोदय कि किसी भी रेप विक्टिम को मदद नहीं मिल सकती महोदय। रिजर्वेशन बिल जो 1996 में लाया था महोदय, आज तक बिल पास नहीं कर पाए, बल्कि हमारी गवर्नमेंट ने पास कर दिया महोदय। ये विधेयक उन महिलाओं के लिए न्याय की पुकार है जिनके साथ धर्म आधारित कानून ने भेदभाव सहना पड़ा है महोदय। अब महोदय, इंडिपेंडेंस के कुछ वर्षों बाद ऑपोजिशन के ही पार्टी ने एक हिंदू कोड बिल लाया था महोदय। उस वक्त भी इस बिल को बहुत सी ऑपोजिशन सहना पड़ा था महोदय, बट अगर टाइम से देखें तो इस बिल ने भी बहुत अच्छा सिचुएशन लाया देश में महोदय। तो क्या यूसीसी भी ये सिचुएशन नहीं ला सकता इस देश में महोदय?
ला सकता है
महोदय। अपने महत्वपूर्ण टॉपिक पे बात करती हूँ महोदय, भाईचारा यानी कि फ्रेटर्निटी। अगर किसी को मालूम ना हो तो ये भाईचारा का जो मीनिंग है, जो भावना है, ये संदेश देता है कि हमारे संविधान एक मूल्य और एक समरसता का प्रतिबिंब बनेगा। एक ऐसा समाज जहां नागरिकों के लिए अलग अलग व्यक्तिगत कानून हो, वास्तव में भाईचारे का आदर्श स्थापित कर सकता है या नहीं? क्या समानता और एकता सिर्फ सिद्धांतों तक सीमित रहनी चाहिए, या इन्हें व्यवहार में लाने के लिए कदम भी उठाने चाहिए महोदय? क्या गोवा और उत्तराखंड भारत का हिस्सा नहीं? उत्तराखंड में रिसेंटली यूसीसी का बिल पास हुआ महोदय। वहाँ पे एक फेज में थोड़े प्रॉब्लम्स जो भी थे वो मालूम करके उन्होंने ये यूसीसी का बिल अप्लाई किया वहाँ पे। तो क्या वहाँ पे अलग अलग धर्म, अलग अलग मार्जिनलाइज ग्रुप नहीं रहते महोदय? आखिर में मैं भारत की वैश्विक छवि पर एक थोड़ा लाइट डालना चाहूंगी। चाहूंगी महोदय, एक प्रगतिशील और न्यायप्रिय देश होने के नाते भारत का कर्तव्य है कि सभी नागरिकों के लिए समान अधिकार कानून सुनिश्चित करे। क्या हम चाहते हैं कि विश्व हमें एक ऐसा राष्ट्र माने जहां कानून असमानता और भेदभाव को बढ़ावा देता है, या एक ऐसा राष्ट्र जो न्याय को आधुनिकता के मूल्यों का पालन करना सिखाता है? महोदय, कुछ समय पहले हमारे मंत्री जी ने कहा था भारत का कुटुंब। अगर भारत का कुटुंब चाहिए तो यूसीसी को पहले सपोर्ट भारत का कुटुंब बना सके महोदय।
यूसीसी ने तो भारत को कर रहे हैं क्या?
महोदय, ये समय की मांग है कि हम समाज में प्यार को भेदभाव समाप्त करें और एक आधुनिक प्रगतिशील न्यायपूर्ण भारत का निर्माण करें। ये विधेयक समानता, न्याय, बंधुत्व के सपने को साकार करेगा। अपने वोट बैंक पॉलिटिक्स खेल के एक डेवलपमेंट प्रोसेस को ना रोके।
अभी मेंबर ऑफ पार्लियामेंट संदीप जी।
Thank you, Speaker Sir, for allowing me to express my views on this important matter. Today, I rise before this House to speak on this significant matter, Uniform Civil Code. Sir, Speaker Sir, our country is diverse in every sense, be it culture, language, or religion, sir. Our Samvidhan protects this diversity and guarantees our citizens to the right to live with their personal beliefs. Sir, माननीय महोदय, हर धर्म को, हर जाति को और हर संस्कृति को इज्जत देना हमारा फर्ज है सर। सर, the idea of uniform civil code is not only misguided but also dangerous to Indian citizens, sir, as it undermines the rights of minorities. Sir, through you, I want to make it clear to the government that India is not ready for the implementation of uniform civil code, sir. Sir, firstly, India is different from the nations like United States of America, Russia or France, which were implementing uniform civil code successfully because of their homogeneity in culture. Sir, India is diverse nations. Laws governing the marriage, laws governing the divorce, laws governing the inheritance, laws governing the adoption were deeply rooted in our religious customs, which UCC undermines. Sir, additionally, because of low literacy in our nation, this law does not get the social acceptance, but it instead leads to rise in the riots, communal tensions, and disturbing the peace and harmony of the society. Secondly, Speaker Sir, government instead of bringing this uniform civil code, why it cannot bring reforms in the personal laws? Sir, I ask them to improve laws against polygamy, provide rights to inheritance rights to the women, provide property rights to the women. Sir, gradual changes have worked better than the sweeping changes in India, sir. Sir, मैं एक एग्जाम्पल बताता हूँ. In 1960s, when the Indian government is facing the shortage of the food, then the then government has step by step took initiatives. Like firstly, they have provided the HYB seeds to the farmers, then they provided fertilizers to the farmers, and then they improved the irrigation, sir. In this way, step by step, the government made India a self-sufficient food nation, sir. Sir, importantly, today a party rooted in the Hindu ideology is driving the implementation of uniform civil code. Sir, if they frame laws, there is a high risk of code being biased towards one community, sir. Sir, तुम सत्य को नहीं छुपाएंगे। सर, प्रश्न यह है कि क्या यूसीसी से सच में समानता और न्याय मिलेगा या ये राजनीतिक मुद्दा बनकर प्रस्तुत किया जा रहा है, सर? Because what is the urgency of the government to bring uniform civil code when there are pressing issues like controlling inflation in India, suppressing the unemployment rise in India, poverty elevation, developing the education and health sector remain unresolved? Yes, sir, it's clear. Sir, I appreciate the government's aim to make our nation a developed nation by 2047. But the government also has to realize that only a educated India only become a developed India, sir. If I urge the government to focus their energies towards the education development instead of polarizing the society pushing towards the UCC, sir. Sir, through their initiative, it became clear that government is trying to divert the public attention from the real challenges. Sir, जब तक हमारे समाज की विविधता को सम्मान नहीं होगा, तब तक हम सही दिशा में नहीं चल सकते, सर. Sir, thus I urge the government to reconsider this move and start focusing on the real problems of the people. Sir, but the concern here is we all know that the government never listened to the voice of people of this nation nor the voice of the opposition. Sir, at least government if not, sir, at least government if not reconsider this bill, I request the government to give answers to my following questions. So firstly, who told the government to bring uniform civil code? Second thing, what measures have been taken to ensure that UCC respects the sentiments of every community? Third question is, has there been a detailed impact study on how UCC affects the marginalized societies? Fourth one and last one, will UCC result in actual gender justice or it is a political agenda, sir? Sir, our people our people needs not the slogans but the actions, sir. I hope that ministers will respond to my questions. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Member, complete the statement.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I asked the government to answer to my questions. Jai Hind.
Abhi, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Anjali ji.
Sandeep ji, I'll answer your questions shortly. Honorable Speaker, today I stand here to speak in support of historic reforms, the Uniform Civil Code. This is not just a historical reform, but a step towards nationality, equality and justice for our country. Article 44 states that the state shall endeavour to secure uniform civil code for the citizens throughout the territory of country, a DPSP which has been ignored for ages. The opposition has forgotten that it was them who brought this provision in the constitution, but the sad thing is today they were opposing it because it will backlash their vested parties and will also affect their vote bank politics. Honorable Speaker, the opposition questions the government who asked you to bring the UCC code. It is Ambedkar who advised to the government to bring UCC when India is ready. When India is ready, it is already ready now.
Maintain the decorum of the house.
Your party leader always holds the constitution but does not hold the constitution principle. I think he will never read the constitution. I advise him to go through the constitution and also go through the Ambedkar views. If you seek any clarification, just ask Ambedkar.
Complete the statement, let her complete the statement. Honorable member, let her complete the statement.
Ambedkar himself said personal law should not contradict fundamental rights. If Ambedkar does not have the problem, why their representative have the problem? I don't understand, Honorable Speaker. The opposition says, not now. So should we wait for another 75 years? Speaker sir, a common law for the citizens will strengthen unity and reduce religious divisions. Meanwhile, personal law based on religion create legal fragmentation. Sir, I want to provide an example of equality through the scheme related to gender justice through Sukanya Samruddhi Yojana. This scheme launched under Beti Bachao Beti Padhao, which is a saving scheme for girl children to secure their future. Generally, a Hindu girl gets equal inheritance rights under Hindu Succession Act, but a Muslim daughter only gets half of its brother's share under Shariat law. This means a Muslim girl saving under this scheme might not get rightful share. With UCC, all daughters will have their equal inheritance rights in securing their financial future.
Equality.
Now I will address the questions posed by our honorable member Sandeep ji. Firstly, the goal of UCC is not to erase diversity. The goal of UCC is to remove legal discrimination while respecting religious sentiment. The government has ensured consultation-phase implementation and protection of cultural identities, making it a fair and inclusive legal reform. Secondly, the opposition claim that UCC will negatively impact marginalized groups is largely based on misconceptions. In reality, our UCC is well structured that it will empower marginalized communities, especially women, Dalits and religious minorities by ensuring the justice. And finally, UCC is not just a political tool, it's a necessity for true gender justice and equality. Well-drafted UCC will achieve equality without forcing uniformity. I conclude, a diverse nation does not need discriminatory laws. A secular nation does not need religious interference in justice. Thank you.
Anjali ji, comments on the Ambedkar will be scrapped from the records, okay?
We need an apology.
Just from
Sir, we need an apology. Sir, we need an apology. We need an apology. We need apologies from the Prime Minister.
Sir, the government is telling direct to principles of state policies suggested implementation of UCC. Okay, sir, it's fine. But sir, the direct to principles of state policy also suggested the government to abolish the alcohol. वो भी करो ना, वो भी करो. The Home Minister keeps on telling that by 2026 we make Maoist Rahit Bharat. Alcohol Rahit Bharat भी करो ना. The BDP space we are telling. Why, sir? Why this stepmotherly attitude towards few direct to principles, sir? महोदय, अब गंभीर विषय है कि just recently minister had made remarks on our बाबा साहेब that तुमको जो भी ही चाहे वो अंबेडकर को पूछो. क्या है सर? सर, with that government remarks, it became clear that government intention is not to honor that great leader, but to erase his contributions from our mind, sir. सर, माननीय महोदय, जब हम बाबा साहेब अंबेडकर जी के लिए बात करते हैं, हम एक ऐसी व्यक्ति के बात करते हैं, वो हम अपने देश को मजबूत और समर्थ संविधान दिया था. सर, अगर इस देश में लोकतंत्र है, वो इस कारण है बाबा साहेब के संविधान. सर, सर, एनी डिसरेस्पेक्ट टू Baba Saheb Ambedkar ji is equals to the disrespect to the constitution, sir. Thus, we, the opposition, demand a sincere apologies from the Prime Minister of the country and the government for insulting the Ambedkar and the constitution, sir. Sir, we need apologize.
Honorable opposition.
Sir, no, sir. First you have
Minister of Northeast.
Sir,
अपोजिशन पार्टी ने ये बोल रहा है कि that we have disrespected Ambedkar Sahib, we have disrespected Baba Sahib's constitution. मैं एक ही बात कह रहा हूँ. In our fundamental rights, we have the right to question our constitution. यही नहीं तो हम बाबा साहब ने ड्राफ्ट किया ना, तो अब ये कैसे बोल सकते हैं?
आपको मौका मिलेगा, संदीप जी, आपको मौका मिलेगा.
We can have a judicial review. This is what, right, sir?
Sandeep, Larry ji, let the member complete the statement.
The articles which he has done, it was discussed through in a democratic way from him. Baba Sahib has always supported democracy. Questioning is the basic right of a democratic government. This is what Baba Sahib wanted. And you guys are saying कि Baba Sahib को आप कैसा question कर सकते हैं?
Not question, cheating, sir.
Larry ji, आप कुछ बात करना तो मेरे को परमिशन ले लो.
The person who has drafted our constitution is the father of our nation.
Right to education.
Maintain the decorum. Honorable member.
Right to education.
So UCC has its own problems. Sir. First of everything, as the other countries, we can't implement UCC because India is very much diverse. If we go to Northeast, they have very different customs than India, the main part. As they are talking about inclusivity and also telling that we are empowering Northeast, does that mean they're going to mark their sentiments wrong or they make them feel that it's not correct? Because the uniformity will kill diversity, sir. We have to understand. And in the global world, India stands for its diversity and for our policies of being very good at unity. So I request the government to explain me how will this uniformity work without any expertise, decisions or any think tank wing of Niti Aayog discussing this. So I request them to postpone UCC and do it only after a good and very fruitful discussion, sir.
Adi, Minister of Home Affairs.
मान्यवर, हमारे संविधान के डीपीएसपी पे एक एंट्री है जो यूसीसी की बात करती है, क्योंकि हमारे संविधान का फैब्रिक पंथ निरपेक्ष, हर जाति हर धर्म समान कानून होना चाहिए, इनका हमारा संविधान पक्षधर है। क्या मुस्लिम पर्सनल लॉज को आप सम्मत करते हो? चलो कहते हैं कि आप बोलते हैं कि शरीयत लॉ होना चाहिए, उसका कल्चर है, हाँ भाई सही है, तो पूरा ही डाल देते। सिर्फ पर्सनल लॉ में क्यों भाई, क्रिमिनल लॉ भी तो डाल दो, कल्चर तो है ना। क्या अगर चोरी किया तो उसका हाथ काट दोगे? कोई लड़की के ऊपर कुछ संघर्ष हुआ तो पत्थर लेके मार दोगे उसको? इससे तो नहीं होगा ना भाई। शादी के ऊपर पर्सनल लॉ, निकाह के ऊपर पर्सनल लॉ, पर क्रिमिनल लॉ क्यों नहीं है? पूरा ही दे दो ना। भानीवर, ये सब जो चर्चा वो कर रही है वो सिर्फ वोट बैंक पॉलिटिक्स चल रहा है भानीवर, और ऐसा कुछ नहीं होता है। 75 ईयर से आप हम ही देख रहे हैं जी आपका।
अभी मेंबर ऑफ पार्लियामेंट लावरे जी।
Honorable Speaker, esteemed members, और जो लोग सोचते हैं कि ये कि लॉ पूरे देश को मैजिकली ठीक कर देंगे, मेरे नमस्कार। सरकार को यूसीसी का ऑब्सेशन ऐसा है जैसे स्क्वायर पेग्स को राउंड होल्स में फिट करना की कोशिश कर रहे हैं। एम्बिशियस है, इम्प्रैक्टिकल भी है। Let's start with the very foundation of this grand idea. Forget across nations, even within one religion has different castes, subcastes with endless debates over what's right, what's wrong. अपना प्रधानमंत्री बोल रहे यूसीसी मिराकुलसली 1.4 बिलियन लोगों को यूनाइट कर सकते हैं, जो कि बहुत अलग ट्रेडिशंस, बिलीफ्स और प्रैक्टिसेस है। इज दिस ऑप्टिमिज्म और प्लेन डेनियल ऑफ रियलिटी? समझना चाहिए कि ये बस शायरे बोलने जैसा आसान नहीं है। प्रधानमंत्री, शायरे बोलने जैसा आसान नहीं है। रियलिटी इज नॉट शेप्ड टू पोएटिक वर्ड्स बट कंसेंसस से बनता है। Honorable Speaker sir, the सरकार को रिफॉर्म शब्द बहुत पसंद है, लेकिन let me remind them, UCC is not just a reform, ये तोपना है। असली रिफॉर्म वो होते हैं कम्युनिटीज को अपलिफ्ट करते हैं, नए अलाइन करते हैं। Also, we can take it from other countries also. Canada champions with multiculturalism to its charter of rights and freedoms. Switzerland thrives on harmony with decentralized system. This example shows that diversity strengthens a nation. This unity comes imposing uniformity may lead to ground for second generation terrorism. It also lead to many communal rights. सरकार कह रहे कि यूसीसी will help women, but what women really needs is equal opportunities, jobs, security, and abuse-free environment. The focus should be first be on the grassroots issues, not just toppling the UCC. UCC will not guarantee any of this, regardless of their personal loss. they follow. Women still get raped, sexually abused. First, bring changes in the grassroots levels of the reforms. Next, UCC एक solution नहीं है. It is a distraction from inflation, unemployment और असली problems जो देश को plague कर रहे हैं. Grand visions.
चेंज किया अभी गवर्नमेंट में, आप थोड़ा अपडेटेड रहिए बहुत.
मंत्री जी, seek permission before you speak.
ग्रैंड विजन्स ऑफ यूनिफॉर्मिटी के बारे में बात करना आसान है, लेकिन ग्राउंड लेवल रियलिटी से डील करना मुश्किल है. पर मैं इस हाउस को याद दिलाना चाहते हैं, ट्रू यूनिटी डिफरेंसेस को एरेज करने से नहीं, उन्हें एम्ब्रेस करने से आता है.
लारी जी, आप कंटिन्यू.
तो मैं सरकार से कहने हैं चाहूंगी, एक कोड के नीचे नेशन को यूनाइट करने से पहले शायद नेशन को अच्छे से समझ की कोशिश कीजिए. थैंक यू.
If in the same family there is one law for one member and another law for the second member, will that household be able to function? Can anyone run the country with such multiple systems? India is
So many countries are running it.
Okay, listen to me first.
Not in person.
India is probably the only country in the world
Can you
which
give an example? Canada.
Honorable members, Honorable members, listen to the Pradhan Mantri.
India is probably the only country in the world in which the attempt to introduce a UCC is criticized as communal. I want to assure the opposition that when we talk about the Uniform Civil Code, it is not a short-term solution, but a long-term and an empowering step. We are moving forward with full sensitivity and understanding to ensure that every citizen gets equal rights. Yes, some might try to link it with politics, but we assure you that our goal is to bring unity and equality. Speaker ji, in our government, there are no 2-minute Maggie solutions. We always believe in bringing strong and lasting challenges. When we talk about UCC, the opposition says it's a political move. Speaker ji, the funny thing is that why does every good move they see works like a political critic? See it like that only. Don't these people have the courage to bring about the changes in their own policies? If they keep finding politicals in every step, where will the country development go? We think about the nation's future. They think about their future. It is the ultimate difference between the government and the opposition. The opposition fears that the UCC will bring more division in the country. Speaker, will you?
आप बातें करो. Honorable members.
The opposition fears that the UCC will bring more division in the society. But are these not the same people who have tried to divide the society for centuries? We are talking about equality and unity through UCC, while they have only created divisions in the society for votes. They need to understand that the strength of the nation lies in the unity, not in the vote bank politics that opposition do. The opposition says the timing of the UCC is not right. The question is, was the timing ever right? For decades, they have only debated but never took concrete steps. When we are trying to take steps, they just criticize it. Honorable Speaker, I want to assure the people of the Bharat that UCC will be a game-changing law in the history of the India.
Sandeep ji, seek permission before you speak.
Integrity and fraternity is not only the agenda of government, but the agenda of the preamble in the Constitution. So I rather request opposition party to view UCC as a medium to unify people rather than just a religious perspective. Thank you.
अभी नहीं, अपोजिशन के बाद मेंबर ऑफ पार्लियामेंट नसीर साहब.
सर मैं थैंक यू सर. मैं यूसीसी पे बात करने वाला हूँ. अभी प्रधानमंत्री जी बहुत अच्छी बातें की है, बहुत प्यारी बातें की है. मैं उसका भरपूर काउंटर करूंगा सर. आपको पॉइंट करते हुए, उनको भी पॉइंट करते हुए काउंटर जरूर करूंगा. आप ध्यान से सुनिए, आप सभी लोग भी ध्यान से सुनिए, ठीक है? अच्छे से सुनिए, क्लियर सुनिए, सुनिए अच्छा तो. अभी जो है, सॉरी, अभी जो है सभी के लिए अलग अलग लॉ है. हिंदू के लिए हिंदू लॉ है, मुस्लिम के लिए मुस्लिम पर्सनल लॉ है, एंड अदर हैज अदर मेजर लॉस. पहली चीज, ये जो है वायलेशन है आर्टिकल 25 का कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन दैट गारंटीज फ्रीडम टू प्रैक्टिस एंड फॉलो सर। दूसरी चीज, और इंडिया जो है बहुत सारे रिलीजियस डाइवर्सिटी में आता है और यहाँ पे कई साल से लोग रहते हैं। अगर आप ये रूल लेके आए, हमें भी परेशानी है, आपको भी परेशानी है सर। तीसरी चीज बहुत ही प्यारी है इन सबकी, वोट बैंक पॉलिटिक्स है इन सबकी प्यारी चीज। आप जैसे पार्टी इस यूसीसी बिल को सपोर्ट भी करते हैं और जरूरत पड़ने पर अपोज भी करते हैं। ये डाटा मेरा नहीं है, ये डाटा मेरा नहीं है, ठीक है ना? ये डाटा है।
Honorable members, maintain the decorum of the house.
सर अगर हम बोले तो हमको डिस्क्वालीफाई करते, वो बोले तो खामोश बैठ रहे सर। किसको करें? अगर हम करें तो आप क्या बोल रहे हैं? नहीं, हम आपको बोले हैं, हम खाली बोला है आपको।
मेरा जॉब आप मत बताओ।
ओके बोल रहे हैं भाई, सुनिए सर, कंटिन्यू कर रहा हूँ। चौथी चीज, मोस्ट वाइल मुस्लिम पर्सनल लॉ इज क्रिटिसाइज हेवीली। ये जो पर्सनल लॉ है एजेंडा बना लिया है बाय रूलिंग पार्टी। अगर हम एग्जांपल देखें, अगर हम देखें तो उत्तराखंड यूसीसी एग्जाम द हिंदू जॉइंट फैमिली प्रॉपर्टी लॉ, मगर वो अबॉलिश पॉलीगम इन मुस्लिम लॉ। ये जो एग्जाम्पल है ये बताता है कि प्योर एंड प्योर यूनिफॉर्मिटी है। किसी के खिलाफ है, मुस्लिम के खिलाफ ही यूनिफॉर्मिटी ये दिखा रहे हैं। ऐसा क्यों कर रहे हैं सर? पांचवी चीज मैं बता रहा हूं, सुनिए। पोलराइजेशन बिफोर इलेक्शन, ये जो पोलराइजेशन का मुद्दा है ये खास तौर पर इलेक्शन से पहले क्यों रेस करते हैं सर? क्या आपको इतना शौक है कि आपको रिलीजन डाइवर्सिटी इतना पसंद है तो आप खुला खुला बोल लीजिए ना, हम अलग आप अलग। ऐसा क्यों करना चाह रहे हैं? खुला खुला बोल लीजिए हमको। 10 साल से क्या कर रहे हैं?
70 साल से क्या कर रहा है?
10 साल से आपने क्या किया वो तो बताओ।
70 बोल
अब देखो सुनो सर,
मेंबर कंप्लीट द स्टेटमेंट।
सर अगर आप माइनॉरिटीज की बात करें तो माइनॉरिटीज का देखें तो बहुत बुरा हाल है सर। इतना बुरा हाल है कि सास बहू से ज्यादा बुरा हाल कर दिया है सर ये पार्टी ने। सास बहू से ज्यादा बुरा हाल कर दिया है।
रोज सिर्फ सीरियल देखते बैठते हैं।
आप ही की आदत है।
कंटिन्यू करो ना।
आप ही की आदत है सर, आप ही की आदत है। अगर हम डाटा देखें सर, अगर हम डाटा देखें 2023 और 24, सिर्फ और सिर्फ 264 करोड़ ऑफ बजटरी एलोकेशन किसमें अंदर आया? 3000 करोड़ में से सिर्फ 264 करोड़ का एलोकेशन सिर्फ माइनॉरिटीज को अलॉट किया है। क्या नाइंसाफी नहीं होती है सर? है। मैं कंसिस्टेंसी से 10 से 11 साल से डिमांड करता हूं प्री मैट्रिक एंड पोस्ट मैट्रिक मेरिट के लिए। इस चीज से बहुत बच्चे मुस्लिम स्टूडेंट एजुकेशन से दूर हो रहे हैं। ये चीज आपका प्यारा फल है सर हमको कि हम लोग एजुकेशन से दूर हो जाए, ना हम सही बात सीख सके, हम अलग हो जाए। ये आपका एजेंडा है, ये हम होने नहीं देंगे। हम आखिरी में बोलना चाहते हैं सर, हम आखिरी में बोलना चाहते हैं सर, हम मिलेंगे, बात करेंगे, देश को आगे बढ़ाएंगे, ये हमारा मुद्दा है। आप भी ये बात दिमाग में रख लीजिए, ये बात आप दिमाग में रख लीजिए, हम मिलके एक साथ बढ़ेंगे। थैंक यू सर।
अभी मिनिस्टर ऑफ माइनॉरिटीज पल्लवी जी।
Honorable Speaker, I want to first address the Sandeep ji. Sandeep ji, alcohol is comes under the state list, not your union list.
कल पढ़ेंगे।
Refer to the Constitution.
आप तो बैरिस्टर है।
ओपन तो करना है ना सर।
Honorable Speaker, I thank you for giving this opportunity to speak this crucial issue. Today, I rise to emphasize the urgent need for uniform civil code, particularly in the context of women and children, as they are the most affected and the first justice give to. Uniform civil code play a formative role in the struggles faced by Muslim women due to triple talaq, nikah halala, parda, hijab, and Christian women also who are failed to prove their husband adultery, cruelty, and desertion without proof. The Hindu women also in struggle to traumatic process and societal stigma. The Supreme Court also declared that uniform triple talaq is unconstitutional. Hate practice vices like nikah halala, polygamy, desertion, traumatic process to continue violates the human rights. The opposition member says that Uniform Civil Code only for Muslim personal laws. Use is not a religious law. It is for gender equality for all women in the India. This is not an issue of equality and dignity. Women deserve justice, but not a discriminatory law. Why fear reform now? The opposition speaks about women empowerment, but when it comes to ensuring equal rights for women, they hide behind the religious interference. I ask them, does equality change with religion? Honorable Speaker, Uniform Civil Code could ensure that. Honorable Speaker, Uniform Civil Code ensure that women across all communities can access to equal justice. Opposition member says that Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru reforms only Muslim personal laws, but do not change any Hindu's personal law. The problem of you law create that the past decades we are trying to being a reform for those problems. The opposition claims that Hindu women already get equal justice, but they do you really?
Yes.
Even today, women rights for property rights and societal evils like child marriage, dowry, still continuing in many places. No more bias, no more fear. Gender equality is here. Uniform Civil Code is not just about women; it is also about children trapped in injustice laws. Today, personal laws allows to child marriages in children in certain religions. We can call for ourselves as a modern democracy. No, if our own laws permits to injustice to children. Justice Kuldeep Singh once said, the Uniform Civil Code ensures that integrity and unity of the India. Uniform Civil Code is not a religion law. Uniform Civil Code is not a single law to ensure right conduct of society for the development of nation. One nation will be there under the one umbrella, thus improve the unity and integrity of the nation. If truly want to equality in India, then the time for excuse is over. The opposition claims to be the champion secularism, but when it comes to gender justice, they hide behind the religious division. I ask them, our laws of religion or a constitution? Honorable Speaker, delayed justice is denied. The time for justice is now. The Uniform Civil Code will ensure that women and children are not a second-class citizen. We must choose equality over appeasement, justice over politics, unity over division. It is the time to break stereotype and let's build equality. Thank you.
Member of Parliament Kalta ji.
థ్యాంక్ యూ స్పీకర్ సార్ ఫర్ గివింగ్ దిస్ ఆపర్చునిటీ. ఈ గవర్నమెంట్ మహిళలకు ఏదో ఇంపార్టెన్స్ ఇస్తున్నట్టు మాట్లాడుతున్నారు. కొన్ని రోజుల క్రిందట ఉమెన్ విజిలర్స్ అందరూ రోడ్డు మీద ప్రొటెస్ట్ చేశారు. వాళ్ళ అసోసియేషన్ లో సెక్షువల్ హెరాస్మెంట్ జరుగుతుంది, యాక్షన్ తీసుకోండి అని కంప్లైంట్ చేసినా వాళ్ళు వినలేదు. పాపం ఫండ్స్ ఇచ్చే గవర్నమెంట్ కి ప్రొటెక్షన్ ఇవ్వటం తెలియదేమో మరి. తెలియదు కాబట్టి ఇవ్వలేకపోయారు. వీళ్ళ సార్ ఉమెన్ ఎంపవర్మెంట్ గురించి మాట్లాడుతున్నారు, జెండర్ ఈక్వాలిటీ అంటున్నారు. భారత్ ఒక దేవభూమి అంటారు, కానీ వీళ్ళకి గుర్తు చేయాలనుకుంటా సార్. ఎత్ర నార్యస్తు పూజ్యంతే రమంతే తత్ర దేవత. ఎన్సీఆర్బి డేటా చూస్తేనేమో 12.9% కేసెస్ ఇంక్రీజ్ అయ్యింది క్రైమ్స్ అగైనెస్ట్ ఉమెన్. 1 hour కి 51 కేసెస్ ఫైల్ అవుతున్నాయి క్రైమ్స్ అగైనెస్ట్ ఉమెన్. ఇందుకేనా భారత్ దేవభూమి అని అన్నారు? ఇంకా వరల్డ్ ఇన్ఈక్వాలిటీ ఇండెక్స్ రిపోర్ట్ చూస్తేనేమో భారత్ కి ఎక్కడో 127వ స్థానం ఉంది. ఎంప్లాయ్మెంట్ విషయానికి వస్తే మేల్స్ కేమో 82% ఉంది, ఉమెన్స్ కేమో 18% ఉంది. ఇంకా అన్ఎంప్లాయ్మెంట్ రేటు 22% ఉంది. మనకన్నా పక్క దేశాలైన నేపాల్, ఉన్నాయి. ఎకనామిక్ క్రైసిస్ లో ఉన్న శ్రీలంక కూడా ఉమెన్ ఎంపవర్మెంట్ లో బాగా ముందుకు తీసుకెళ్తుంది. వీళ్ళ సార్ వికసిత్ భారత్ గురించి మాట్లాడుతున్నారు, మాటలు చేతుల వరకు వస్తుంటే బాగుండేది. సార్ ఇండియాలో చైల్డ్ మ్యారేజ్ తో పాటు ఇంకొక ప్రాబ్లం ఏంటో తెలుసా సార్? ఉమెన్ న్యూట్రిషన్. నారీ శక్తి కాగితాల మీద మాత్రమే తప్ప మహిళలు తినే ఆహారంలో లేదు. నేషనల్ ఫ్యామిలీ హెల్త్ సర్వే ప్రకారం 5% అనేమియా ఇంక్రీజ్ అయింది. ఇంకా మెటర్నల్ మోర్టాలిటీ రేట్స్ ఇంకా పెరిగాయి. వీటన్నిటిని సాల్వ్ చేస్తేనే కదా ఉమెన్ ఎంపవర్మెంట్ అంటారు. అంతేకాని యూసీసీ వల్ల ఉమెన్ ఎంపవర్మెంట్ ఎలా వస్తుంది, ఉమెన్ కి యూజ్ ఎలా అవుతుంది? సో ప్లీజ్ prioritize your government and priority issues, not leave the habit of tackling sensational topics. Let's UCC come when nation is ready, not the ruling party is ready. Thank you sir. Jai Hind.
The Minister of Aviation.
అధ్యక్ష, మనం చాలా అదృష్టం చేసుకున్నాం అధ్యక్ష. ఎందుకంటే భుజాలు దులుపుకొని గుమ్మడికాయలు ఎవరు దొంగిలించారని దొంగ అడుగుతుంది అధ్యక్ష. ఇది ఎప్పుడు చూడలేదు, ఎప్పుడు జరగలేదు అధ్యక్ష. ఇది నేను ఇలా ఎందుకు మాట్లాడుతున్నా అంటే దేశం మొత్తం చూసింది అధ్యక్ష. ఆ రోజు ఆర్జీకర్ మెడికల్ కాలేజీలో ఏం జరిగింది, ఎవిడెన్స్ స్టాంపర్డ్ బిఫోర్ ద అరైవల్ ఆఫ్ సిబిఐ అధ్యక్ష. Head of the college got transferred and promoted immediately after the incident. ఇది మాత్రం హైలైట్ అధ్యక్ష. హానరబుల్ సీఎం ప్రొటెస్టింగ్ అగైన్స్ ద స్టేట్ గవర్నమెంట్. ఈ ప్రభుత్వం మహిళల కోసం ఏం చేసిందని మమతా గారు అడుగుతుంటే నాకు చాలా నవ్వు వస్తుంది అధ్యక్ష. అది చేయలేదు, ఇది చేయలేదని ఎవరో వేలు చూపించలేనంత రీతిలో చేసాం అధ్యక్ష. ఫర్ ద సేఫ్టీ రెగ్యులేషన్స్, మహిళా శక్తి కేంద్ర, బేటీ బచావో బేటీ పడావో, వర్కింగ్ ఉమెన్ హాస్టల్, ఉమెన్ హెల్ప్ లైన్ స్కీమ్, అలాగే మహిళా పోలీస్ వాలంటీర్ స్కీమ్, ప్రధాన మంత్రి మాతృవందన యోజన, ఉజ్వల 2.0, నేషనల్ కృషి స్కీమ్, నారీ శక్తి అధినయం, కమలాశ్రీ స్కీమ్, ఇలా చాలా ఉన్నాయి అధ్యక్ష. And this government's multifaceted approach to women's safety and development reflects its commitment to empowering women in all the spheres of life అధ్యక్ష. నేను ఈరోజు ప్రశ్నిస్తున్నా అధ్యక్ష, ఆ రాష్ట్ర ప్రభుత్వం సిబిఐకి ఎందుకు సమ్మతి ఇవ్వట్లేదని. ఒకవేళ ఇచ్చే ఉంటే ఎంతో మందికి న్యాయం చేసిన వాళ్ళం అయి ఉండేవాళ్ళం అధ్యక్ష.
Now, Member of Parliament Vijay Lakshmi.
Thank you, Speaker sir, for the opportunity. Sir, this government which has listed so many schemes for women should realize that they are always hanging in the air and never really implemented. I know they do not like to see their own statistics because they may feel shy for themselves. I would like to expose how bad the schemes are working, and seriously it is ironical to call themselves Karma Yogi. Not other states. I would direct.
Honorable member, let the member complete the statement.
Not other states. I would directly tell the statistic of government ruled states. PM Matruvandana Yojana covers only 30% beneficiary in the largest government ruling state, Uttar Pradesh. With regards to women startup, the statistics are so heartbreaking. Only around 5 to 6% of the total fund is received digital literacy among women is only 30% and they call themselves as scheme implementers, which is actually irony. Nari Shakti Vandana Bill, which is NDA claims as proud bill, comes with lot of conditions for implementation. I think insurance would also not have that many conditions. This means it was just a political stunt. Nirbhaya Fund utilized. What is Nirbhaya Fund utilized? Nirbhaya Fund utilized has been vast as of July 2021. Less than 20% of Nirbhaya Fund is utilized. Politicians have turned into rapists. Prajwala Revanna has been allegedly involved in sexual allegations.
Honorable members, maintain decorum. Vijay Lakshmi ji, आप मेरे को address करो.
Moreover, CBI turned into cased parrot with given consent. Also, CBI is accused of tampering evidence. They asked why the state is not giving consent to CBI, but you have to realize CBI has lost its charisma in your region. Okay. If ever we keep all things aside, if ever the government is trying to give good service to women, no. But why is women participation rate low?
Please answer.
My eyes weep seeing women's anguish. My heart is filled with anxiety listening to your false promises and claims. Just to wake up to reality. Please understand. Government is a serious business, not a chai business.
You also smile.
Not a chai business. Governance is a
Honorable members, Vijay Lakshmi ji, आप बात करो. Minister of Social Justice and Empowerment.
Honorable Speaker, thank you for the stage. Sir, it is extremely sad to see the rise in exploitation of women, and it disheartens me very much. So, to ensure and to increase the safety of women, it is very, very important to give autonomy, opportunity for women in choosing their own paths for their desired achievements. Speaker, sir, I request the opposition party to see the justice for women in a humanitarian manner rather than dividing it based on political boundaries. The awareness about the right is very crucial, and I request every member of the parliament to create awareness of the rights. Speaker, sir, UCC is one such instrument to give equal rights to all genders. Opposition party questions, does the country need UCC? I would say, definitely India needs UCC. Please wait.
Let the member complete the statement.
Yes, it is needed, and it is a secular code, and it does not favor any community. Speaker, sir, all personal laws are rooted in patriarchal in nature. So, to increase the women empowerment, UCC is very much needed. The argument that it violates the religious freedom lacks logic and reasoning. Actually, UCC promotes equality, justice for all genders across different communities. Speaker, sir, another misconception that UCC comes in conflict with beliefs and faith of religious communities is absolutely wrong and fake narrative propagating by opposition party.